Hello, hello. Welcome to another show on Anchor, your best vision for your life. So, I'm just going to clear all the energy in this call. Ooh, here's a strong call. So, let's just anchor the light. Bring in the light where you are. Light, light, light. Oh, yeah. Oh. And bringing in more light energy into the call. Good. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I see that I am live on Facebook as well. Good, 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 good. All right. Oh. So in this time, when in the midst of eclipses and more eclipses happening, a lot is being revealed to us, and we can see it if we allow for higher perception. Yawning is just a way of releasing what you no longer need. And yawning also allows you to take in more oxygen. A good idea. Let's start there, taking in more oxygen. And there are many, many other ways to release. For some people, you may feel like you just want to move your body. The tightness around your head and shoulders just wants to be released, and you are feeling like edgy and don't want to sit down, and you may want to walk around, and some of you have spines that want some spinal movement. You are totally allowed and welcome to engage with the energy however your body guides you to, in total safety, of course. So don't be practicing doing handstands and all that stuff while we're doing energy healing. Well, if doing handstands is a total safe thing for you, that's okay too. That's the way to get the blood flowing to your head. Oh, that reminds me. So what if I bring more oxygen to the eyes, to the capillaries of the eyes, to the blood vessels, capillaries, veins, optic nerve, revitalize the eyes with more oxygen, more nutrient, more energy. And let's tap into what the antioxidant for eyes would feel like. So I know there's a lot of different antioxidants. The ones that work with the eyes, let's do that. Yeah, and if you feel like taking your glasses off to allow your eyes a chance to reacclimate to a different field of vision, that's totally good. Totally good, yes. Oh. So I'm just going to ask some earth elements and elementals and earth elementals to support me to tune into downloading the healing frequencies that would function as antioxidants for your eyes, for the optic nerve, for the capillaries. Oh. Chimoto de Chicago, Rakachikamaka, Turkakikamaka, Okorakika, Chuchi, Araka Kamunika, Komakaka, Koro Chichika, Korokaki, Goro Chichika, Shutochimachika, Goro Nikikomorika, Koro Chichika, Koro Chichika, Arokika, Komakika, Korokaka, Korokaka, Korokachika, Ratono ke koro karajika ko kakake mokake kora. Ushino kokoro de ke komokake komokakoro na kika. Oro ni kika oro kika oro ni kika mojika. Oro ke kika goka ke makaka kora. Tita tata rone chika kora kake kona taka koro karajika koro ni chika. I'm just gonna relax the eye socket, the whole eye socket, the muscles around the eyes, the face, the head, the upper back. Oh. I'm gonna play shifting the cranial bones to give you more room. Oh. Oh. Now clearing stuff in your cervical spine, especially C1 and C2. Let's optimize C1 Atlas. So optimizing the position of Atlas so that you can receive better communication between body and brain. And for some of you, you may feel movement and if you don't, it's okay. If all you do is yawn, it's okay. If you don't do anything, that's also okay. And let's really release stuff going on in the whole entire spine that supports you. Oh, good. Oh, good, good, good. So let me know in the chat box how you're doing, whether the energy is making you yawn. And when I tell people that I do energy healing for eyes, so many of them know about the psycho-spiritual and metaphysical reasons behind losing eyesight and this and that. But what if that's actually all wrong? What if we shift that problem paradigm, that paradigm that is wanting to find the reason, find the issue, find the underlying issue? What if looking at things that way is not all that helpful? So all the points of view we have bought into about that we don't want to see, that you can't see because you don't want to see, that you're nearsighted because nearsighted people are nitpicky about every detail, blah, blah, blah. So all those points of view that are really helpful and not helpful, right and wrong. Let's clear any and all points of view that may be helpful and not helpful, right or wrong. Because when I study natural eye healing, what I'm seeing is that when you have a hammer, all the issues are nail, right? Those who are into alternative healing, into antioxidants, their solution is take more turmeric, take more this supplement, that supplement. It's all just like, you know, when you have a hammer, all your issues are nailed, forcing it to fit whatever paradigm they're in. When you're a chiropractor, oh, of course, then eye problems are along C2. When you are an acupuncturist, then, oh yeah, all your problems are this meridian, that meridian. And then it feels like the dominating paradigms and healing eyesight all comes down to a couple of dominating alternative modalities, right? Acupuncture sees it as eyesight problems stemming from liver meridian, gallbladder meridian, kidney meridian, blah, blah, blah. And those who are into deep psychology, they're like, there's something you don't want to see. What is it? What is it? I went to a doctor who calls himself an alternative ophthalmologist. And then he just repeats the same fucking question with me to a point like, if I fucking know, I'm like, I don't need to see you. If I know what I don't want to see, then I actually am seeing. Because but who knows, right? As children, there are a lot of things we're exposed to, especially in our families, that is freaking crazy. That you kind of know things are going on with mom and dad that are not okay. That you kind of know. Maybe some of you are the ones who actually know what your mom and dad are hiding, that they're cheating or something. You know, there are things that we know. It's not that we choose not to see it, but they were happening at a point in our developmental stage where we don't necessarily have the words for it. We just know something is wrong. So you did see and know. When you have eyesight problems, you are mirroring, your body is giving expression to the non-seeing on the part of the other people who are hiding from you, right? So it's like, I know that like in families, when a parent knows or not know is hiding the fact that the other partner is cheating on them, who is not seeing, right? Is it you? You're seeing it, but you're not allowed to see it. But it's not you're not allowing, it's they're not allowing of you. They don't want you to see. So it's not your own not wanting to see. And those who don't want us to see the truth now, there's another word for it when we're adults. They call us conspiracy theorists. So everywhere where you see things beyond what other people allow, let's clear that. So see what if all the nearsightedness, far-sightedness, all the non-seeing, it's just your body mirroring all the non-seeing in the world, and it's actually not about you. So I read a lot about self-help. I've been clearing my own eye issues since the 1990s. And some just don't go away. And when I ask my healer friends about it, like, why am I'm so embarrassed. I'm working with people on eyesight. And then there's parts of my own eye problems that is just not fucking going away. And it's embarrassing that I do this. And then they're like, do those problems, are they actually yours? If you're the one who's awake and aware and doing all this, are they really yours? And I'm like, oh my fuck. Ah. So that was my moment. Now let's let you all have that oh my FFF moment. So all the eye problems that you are going to the eye doctor and getting a corrective lens for all those eye corrections and prescriptions, how much of that belongs to you? And how much of that is just your body mirroring all the seeing and perceiving this reality is just not allowing you to have? And would you just freaking give that up to Jesus? Yeah. So, doesn't this feel more truthful than all the other eye healing solutions that are looking for whatever fits their paradigms? Like the acupuncturists will look for the meridian, but there are other people with kidney meridian issues and gallbladder meridian issues and liver meridian issues, right? But they don't necessarily have cataract and nearsightedness and macular degeneration. And it's not like in this day and age that people are not taking enough antioxidants and gazillion antioxidants. And many of us old ancestors, like my ancestors, dear God, they lived till their 90s. They never take an antioxidant in their lives. And they live so long. It's like, how did they do it? I don't know. But it's in my genes, so I'm going to live long, and I'm going to live long, and I'm going to be able to see why I live. So, any and all issues you may have, how much of that is your body realizing and internalizing all the non-seeing that's going on in the world around you, right? It's like you become more aware, and as you become more aware, there's a lot of non-seeing. And there are some eye issues that are um, nutritionally based. You know, a change in nutrition can change your some eye conditions. So what would it take for you all to know what's healing for your eyes? And what would it take for you to know exactly what's healing and gentle and good for your eyes and your eyesight? Oh. And what are you not allowing yourself to see about the food you eat? Oh. 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 So let's play with your timeline and start clearing all the non-seeing you were in training to since a young age, whether it was your parents non-seeing that you're mirroring, or the culture you're in, or the spiritual group you're in. Oh my God, can we clear all that from those spiritual groups that are just so off? Oh. Especially clear in all those spiritual teachings that kind of always invoke the Bible or invoke some spiritual idea to silence you, to make you feel wrong, to shame you. People do this all the time. Let's clear all that, because that's forcing you to create self-doubt, which creates perceptual distortion. Perceptual distortion may create visual distortion. So all the visual distortion that comes from perceptual distortion, being lied to, being doubted by others, Oh, oh. Yeah, spiritual groups, dear Lord. Ay, 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 ay. So, spiritual groups that are using spirituality, spiritual principles, new agey principles, and optimizing those ideas and principles to make you doubt yourself, to make you feel less than, to make you feel shameful for not doing it their way. Yeah, so all that goes under the category of being gaslighted. So all the gaslighting that creates perceptual distortion, self-doubt, and that created, that's behind all the visual distortions. Oh. I'm just remembering this novel, Lord of the Rings. I know that you all read it in high school. And you will remember this one character who had glasses. His name is Peggy. And he's this soft, gentle soul who would not be fooled into doing harm to others. He was the only one who's not wanting to harm the others, to join the others. Yeah. So I would say he's the one who was seeing it all, but he was the only one that was wearing glasses. The others went along with others instead of valuing their own seeing. But Peggy, the one who was wearing glasses, he was the one who was truly seeing through the meanness of the others. Lord of the Flies. Yeah, Lord of the Flies. Did I say Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Flies. Right? Because he was mirroring all the non-seeing of the others and he saw through them. So, well, the real world is not that different from Lord of the Flies is. And how many of you in your families or in your systems or in your workplace, how many of you are playing the role of Peggy? Oh, oh. Okay. So the chat box is all silent now because, yeah, that's an interesting work of literature to look back on and see how that works. I just remember him right now. Oh, 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 oh. And as we are between eclipses, it can feel like there's a lot we're being shown. And what if you allow your own seeing, your own sensing, your own perceptions? What if you allow for your own perceptions and know that they are perfect just the way they are? So that wiring, however, your neurology program you to say, what if we can loosen up all those programs now? Oh, oh. Korakataka, korakataka, korotitka konojika, korokaki, konokakika, Oro kekenachika, komakeke, koro, korokachiki, koro kachikaki, koro kachikaki, koro kachikaka moristika, koro karakaki moke, komakechika, konokaki mokeka. Furuke morakachika, korokati morikika, korokachika, kurudinika, korokaki, korokaki, korokakika, korokakika, korokachika, korokakaka, konachika. Yeah. Korokati, korokatika, koro, chichika, chotokaki, konachikaka, rachinaka konachikaka, rachinaka konachika, koro nachikako, koro chichikaka, koro kakinakaka, rachinakaka, rachinakaka, rachinakika marika, koro ketika, koro chichika, koro kariraka, konachikaka, koko kamakaki, koko konachika, koka konachika, komakakika. Rotina chichumachika, rotina kikamachika, konachika, 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 korachika, komakika. And all comes back to honoring your own vision, your own perceptions, your own seeing, your own way of sensing, your own way of being in the world. And honor the way you see the world, the way you proceed in the world, and the vision you have for your best life. Oh, all those blocks to all that. And this thing blocking how you be in the world. Not only will your eyes be a problem, but your whole body, your sexuality, your sensuality is all affected by it, right? Because if you're not allowed to see yourself as a sexual being, sensual being, as a playful being, all these different boxes we started collecting as we grow up creates a lot of restraint and constraint and eye strain somehow because the capillaries of the eyes, the optic nerve are so sensitive to all our emotions. It's the part of our brain that we can see. Your eyes is the part of your brain that you can see, literally, that is open to the world, right? You can't see your spine, but you can see your eyeballs, your lenses. The part of your brain that everybody can see is your eyes. And many of us grow up in cultures where, or in families, where we're not allowed to be seen as silly, as sexual, as sensual. Oh, and you repress who you are, then your eyes take the beating, so to speak, right? So all the beatings your eyes have taken on because you're told you don't want to be seen as sexual or sensual. I know so many people start wearing glasses around puberty. Like I got my first pair of glasses around age 12 or 13, puberty. Not that I am personally against puberty, right? Or going through puberty, but I know how in this culture and many cultures, instead of having that part of us celebrated, like there are cultures around the world that celebrate a woman's body and sexuality and ripening, reaching adulthood, reaching a point where they can have babies. There's rituals in most cultures around that, but not so much in the modern world. We cut off sexuality and sensuality that way and just allow Hollywood to exploit it instead of embodying it and celebrating it. It's being exploited for money, for selling sports cars. I know that you know. So So, how many of you repress your sexuality and sensuality? Repress how you are, who you are, because you don't want to be exploited. And I think that's all of us. We don't want to be exploited for our bodies or sexuality, sensuality. So this goes deep and oh. And the longer you stay in school, the more you're taught that when you get the right answer, when you can prove your answer, when you can think logically, when you can express yourself logically, blah, 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 then you are a mature adult who's educated. Then what the intelligence that's value is limited to the job skills that lead to high paying jobs or the personality traits that lead to sociopathic CEOs. Those are so embraced in our culture as the norm. It's embraced as the norm so that what's obvious, we are oblivious to, we can't see. So that cultural gaslighting around our intellect, our values, what's being valued, what inherently has value to you that may not have value in the marketplace, right? So let's clear all that. I mean, an obvious example is this. I don't know, I'm not against football players, God bless them. They get to be athletes, get to be the millionaires, billionaires, when teachers who provide substantial, significant value are so undervalued in the market. Whereas athletes have multiple $1 million contracts. CEOs have multiple $1 million contracts. The person who is contributing significant value is not always compensated for and not being valued, right? Teachers, nurses' aides, I've been a nurse's aide before, dear God, it's hard work. So all those distortions, and when you are a person of conscience, you know something is not right. So you are like, that character Peggy in Lord of the Flies, you see, and yet you are overnumbered by the others who are tuning into their more animalistic nature. I mean, how else do you see sociopaths who are all about winning the game, right? Winning the game, beating others, winning the game. It's that animalistic nature that it's actually so valued in the world. I mean, it's judgmental of me to say that it's misplaced value. Maybe it's not judgmental of me to say. Oh, yeah, it's not, right? Because why shouldn't teachers be paid more? Why shouldn't preschool teachers be paid more? Why shouldn't alternative healers get paid more? Yeah, and being able to speak our truth without feeling like we're being judgmental just because the truth goes against the grain of what others value, right? And how many of us have feel that restriction, constriction in our being because we are able to see the truth rather than going along with it. and then we see ourselves as judgmental when it's not a judgment at all. It's just seeing what's not congruent, right? And when you're seeing what's not congruent, and yet you become nearsighted or far-sighted, where what you see becomes blur because you have to blur what you're seeing in order to fit into the world. Sort of holding yourself back, blaming yourself, literally blurring the lines so that the incongruity you notice becomes less noticeable, so that you can live with all that's not right with the world. How many of us have been doing that since a young age? Especially those of you, all of us, who are so aware, aware from a young age, right? Awake, aware, and we have to hold back our awareness or vision to fit into the crazies around us. So wherever that's held in your neurology, in your body, in your DNA, in your system, in your eyesight corrections, I'm going to go into those eye corrections and clear whatever amount that actually was created from that field of energy that I just mentioned. Oh makeke, oh makaka, oh makeke kaka, kotichika, kora katina koka, kona kati, kona kaka, kona kati, kona kaki, makeke, la chunaki, la chunuka, kona chika, kora nishikaka, aro chika, kumakeka, koro kanajika, kona kaka, kora kake, komakake, rachila chila chinoka, rachila chinakaka, karachiko kaka, kora karachiki, kora kachika, kora kachika, kora kachika. So like for astigmatism, where either the cornea is bented or the lens is bented, whether you have corneal astigmatism or lenticular astigmatism, it's a bending of that part of you to fit in or not fit in this reality. Wherever you have to bend yourself, bend the truth in order to fit into this reality, let's clear that from the corneal astigmatism or the lenticular astigmatism, whichever one you have, and it doesn't matter. Kona chika 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 ratno keke kona chika kona chika kona chika kona chika kona chika guru kadiri kona chika kona kaki koro kaki kona kiki kona chika kona chika. So how many of you are feeling like a sudden tightening of your eyeballs, like you want to take your glasses off or take something off because it's so, if you're feeling, let me know. That's a lot of energy going into your eyes right now. That's like someone or something is literally holding down your eyeballs, right? It's, yeah. I'm not going to hold down your eyeballs. But I'm still clearing the lenticular astigmatism and the corneal astigmatism for those of us who have to bend over backwards for others. That bending of our vision. And for those of you, the bending may be happening in different parts of your body. Let's unbend all that. It could be your back that's always taking the blows or wherever, you know. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you know which kind of astigmatism you have. Normally, your doctors will just say you have astigmatism, it's this, and this, and they don't say much more. Oh, Oh my God, I can't believe we're 45 minutes into the call already. Yeah, I only wanted this to be 45 to 50 minutes. So, yeah, for those of you who have not yet gotten my new vision package, um, the group calls begin on Monday, so you have a couple more days to get it. If you already got my vision package, then you get a coupon for it. Oh, 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 oh. So we will go so much more into unblocking your vision. That's unblocking your own perception. And you know how your perception creates your reality. And I think I learned that from when I first started reading Jane Roberts' um, channeling of the Saf books, The Nature of Personal Reality, that came out, I think it was in the late 80s and early 90s. I remember that was one of the first channeled books I read, The Nature of Personal Reality. That book, everything that was in it, I feel like became the basis for the new science of epigenetics. If you read The Nature of Personal Reality about how perception creates reality, couple decades later, Bruce Lipton worked on the biology of belief. That was the science behind with what Jane Roberts already channeled a couple decades earlier in her Seth books. Yeah, so The Nature of Personal Reality. It's a wonderful book. So I get that how we see ourselves, how we see reality, contributes to how we create our lives and our reality. And so the more blocks we can create, the more you can believe in your own insights, your own perception, your own reality. The more you are allowing of your natural perception to come through, the more you'll be in alignment with creating a life that fits the nature of you, which is the nature of you is always that part of you that's in alignment with your divine blueprint, because God would not be giving you that if you were not meant to live in alignment with what supports your own beautiful divine nature. And so in the days and weeks to come, when we co-create the calls together, so much more will be shown to us. So much more will be revealed and released and clear. And I find it's exciting because every group call I'm learning more and more from everyone, as I'm just tapping into the collective energy to clear the collective subconscious that's ready to be clear so that we can be powerful players and way showers and visionaries that would anchor the new earth. Yeah, so everything I do is so interrelated and totally there's a political overtone to everything I do too. And I like to just admit that because I like to interact with the 3D world to change systems. And politics is about what systems are put in place either to free people or to control people. So why would I not work with that to, to free and liberate people? Right? So you can interact with 3D systems any way you want. I definitely am political in the way that I can be political. And I'm all about tapping into what requires change in the 3D, because you can't just be in your la la land and be like, I'm flying high in 5D, la 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 la. That's not why we're given the power and the responsibility, so that a 16-year-old is burdened with speaking up for the world, right? That shouldn't fall on the backs and the shoulders of 16-year-olds. It's all of us. And all of us would want 16-year-olds who were equally aware of the world and wanted to speak up, right? So how many of us how many of us have put ourselves in so many boxes that we can't do that? So we're gonna clear all those. So all group calls, it's never ever what I say they would be. It always surprises me. So sometimes I'm almost afraid to tell people what's in my packages, what's in my group calls, because the things that come through are always so amazing and unexpected. I cannot just decide ahead of time that this group call will be on nearsightedness, that group call will be on this, and that. Because even when I clear nearsightedness, it's connected to so much. And so sometimes it's just, yeah, well, I have a lot of fun doing it. And I'm always just so looking forward to see who comes to play with me, who's ready to play with me, and what changes we're going to create together. I like to make most of those calls like 45 minutes to an hour. And then sometimes I get carried away and they go over an hour. But I'm going to limit it to mostly an hour, because it happens early in the morning. Because it happens so early in the morning that I know everybody's got to get on with the rest of the day, you know. So I just want to keep it an hour. Respect your time. Respect the fact that you have like the rest of your day to do things. Otherwise, I totally can even do like a whole 3-4 day weekend retreat on all this, so that we can go in depth in all directions and all timelines, all dimensions, and you know, you know. I think it's 9 to 10 a.m. my time. I'm in Denver, so 9 to 10 a.m. Mountain, which is 8 a.m. Pacific. Yeah. And see what improves for everybody. I'm definitely recording all the calls are recorded, and Edom's team will be responsible for putting that on your product page. I think Edom's team, when she puts things on the products page, it's all downloadable. So it's going to be fantastic, super fun to play with all of you, because I feel like no matter how much I share in these free calls, I don't care, because